Welcome to day 156 on Daily Dose of Hope, and we'll be talking about peace in the midst of the storm. And today we'll be looking at when storms and challenges come, what is our point of call? What is our point of trust? We said, according to Mark chapter 4, verse 35, Jesus said, let's go over to the other side. And as they began the journey in process, there arose, out of the blues, a storm unplanned for, an occasion unexpected, a challenge that shook them, a life-threatening situation in the midst of their transition. And the Bible recorded when they tried all they can and it was beyond their capacity to manage, they went to Jesus. That do you not care that we perish? When storm comes our way, we begin to look at where is God. We begin to get irritated that God has abandoned us or God was never there for us. And it isn't so, because all through, from the beginning of the storm to the time they went to call on Jesus, he was in the boat, but it was never brought to his notice. God cannot fight over what you have not involved him into. There's something about God. You must involve him by prayers and intercession, or there can never be intervention. Until we call on God and invite him into the situation, he will fold his arms and watch us struggle. God needs to be invited because the heaven belongs to God and the earth has given to the sons of man. For God to penetrate our territory, to intervene, we need to invite him or involve him by prayers, by worship. It's what we bind on earth that he will bind in heaven. They didn't involve Jesus and they struggled for long. Could it be said that we've been struggling for long because we have not brought Jesus on the scene? Because we have not brought him into the boat, because we have not invited him into the situation. And the moment they called on Jesus, the moment they called on him, the present help in time of trouble. The moment they cried unto him, he reached out with solution. The moment they woke him up, he got up and brought about peace in the midst of the storm. The moment they called on him, the Bible says he stood up, he rebuked the wind and spoke to the sea. There are two things involved when it comes to the storms of life. Don't just look at the challenge that is facing you. Deal with the spirit behind the problem. Jesus didn't speak to the sea. He first rebuked the wind because he understood that the shaking of the sea is because of the restlessness of the wind. He knew that behind the move, there was a mover. So he didn't deal with the movement of the sea first. He dealt with the mover of the sea. So he rebuked the wind. I'm trying to tell you that your spouse may not be your problem. There could be a voice behind her that is tearing out to trouble you. I'm trying to tell you your boss may not be your problem. There could be a voice behind it that is telling him to trouble you. I'm trying to tell you your business will not be your problem. The people you are dealing with in the market will not be your problem. There could be a voice behind them that is telling them to trouble you. Before you speak peace to the immediate situation, address the power behind the situation. Strategy is what guarantees you prevailing over the storm. And Jesus' strategy was act. He stood up, he looked at the wind, the mover behind the wind, and rebuked it. And he looked at the sea. He said, be at peace, because I have dealt with what is troubling me. I'm praying for someone here that will understand that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. God permitted us to face certain strategic stuff so that we can address the situation from the roots, rebuke the wind, and speak peace over the sea.